Ooh, we got some 2024 music. Yeah, finally. Let's get into something modern here. Welcome everyone to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, whether you're clicking on here for the first time, the 100th time, or the 10th time, or somewhere in between, or above or below. Thank you so much for being here. You didn't have to be here, but you did choose to, so I'd appreciate you. Today we're going to listen to Fontaines DC. This is off of their album Romance, released 2024, the track Starburster. Now, I've never heard anything from the band. However, I have seen their name popping up recently. I want to say, don't quote me, I want to see that they're like a hardcore punk band or something of that nature, but I can't tell you because I don't know a thing about them. I've just kind of passingly seen their names pop up in the last few years. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I forgot to say, this is recommended and sponsored by Kevin Matson. Kevin, I appreciate the support. I almost went straight into the song, but I got you, Kev. I got you. You're right with me. All right, let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Starburster. Better than a chest burster, I'll tell you that. Unless you're a star. This is a Mellotron. Maybe it was like an old Linkin Park song for a moment.
I wanna see you alone, I wanna shatter the stone, I wanna bounce the bone, I wanna mess with it, I wanna lay to the field, a whole crew in the seal, I want the preacher appeal, I wanna bless with it, I wanna head to a mass to get cast in it, a shit's funnier than any A class in it, I wanna talk to the clown who was apologies down, pay him £300 and take a class.
It's like rap and punk.
I wanna bleed the town, I wanna see you alone, 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 alone. I wanna straight the shack, I find me someone I pack, like the light when it's dark, it's dark, it's dark, dark. A few stairs about, make it feel like peace in a way, complimentary round. Consolation got a twist in it, for a GPO and all the hits in it. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business. I'm gonna
I like the
business
inhale.
Momentary business. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary. I wanna talk with a gag.
I like that.
I wanna strike the sack. I need the fan from it. I want a shot in the dark. I wanna make the mark. I wanna lift the yak. I call the ends on it. I wanna take the truth wherever it lands on it. My God-given insanity, it depends on it. How I feel.
A little vocal beneath as a bed.
I wanna kill. I'm a hammer and a turned up challenger. I wanna keep all of your charm in a canister. Do you inspire like the same bit salager? I'm the pig
Like
on
the
the Chinese calendar. I got a shadow like a 5'8" caliber. I wanna move like a new salamander. I live a carry-on, who's a real scavenger. It's my opportunity, keeping me from me.
I like this. This is cool. And I like the use of Mellotron in here. It's a great sound to bring back.
Hit me for the day, for the light that you suffer to come by. Take to my sky, never wanting, only wonder to live out of reach.
It's a nice change.
Sloping family, short to tall. 1 to 3, swallow the key. In their footprints, I will follow. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business. I'm gonna hit your business if it's momentary business.
That was good. Okay, so immediately, like in the very beginning, and this is just because of how I grew up and what I listened to growing up, Linkin Park was like my first big band. So I can't help but think of like the initial beginning as like that kind of sound. It kind of sounded like it was going to go into like in the end for a moment. I love the use of the Mellotron sound that they brought in there. It just brings like something old into something modern and new and not prog or rock related, which I thought was fantastic. And even though this did have that kind of rap rock sound, I felt like the energy and perhaps even lyrically had a little bit more in common with punk music, even attitude wise and everything. And I don't know if that's because that's what I think the band or thought the band was or whatever, but either way, I feel that from the energy here. And I love their rapping as well. Grian Chatton, he sure be chatting on this one. I like his voice a lot. I like how he speaks with this reckless abandon and this attitude, but not in like an angry, I'm going to knock you out, mama said knock you out kind of attitude, but like just in a passionate, hey, I've seen real stuff and this is how I'm relating it and speaking it to you. That's how I just hear it. And then the section, 3/4 of the way through in the break where it kind of gives a lot of weight to the strings. It opens up, the beat is left away, and then he just kind of sings there. It's like a nice solemn moment before it kicks back into the chorus for one final go around. So I thought that was really nice. And the music during the verse while he's going off is also really nice. Of course, you have that heavy kind of drum kit, the heavy drum set just to push things along. But then there's a lot of melodies that are happening underneath. For example, that way that those synth strings, I imagine, are being pitched up. It kind of gives it an Eastern-ish kind of sound. I'm not doing it on key, but the way they pitch up and down sounds very Eastern to me, which is wonderful. That's going to be Carlos O'Connell on guitar. It says right there, Mellotron, backing vocals, and Yamaha and such. Connor Curley on guitar and bass, Lee Morley vocals, Tom Cole on drums and percussion. Just like really a great sound. Now I'm curious because I see that this is also a single, apparently a very popular single from the band. I see that this is the band's first entry on the UK singles chart, peaking at number 57, and it received critical acclaim. So is this song, in that case, the outlier? Because while I haven't heard the band, I feel like their music probably doesn't sound exactly like this. This sounds to me very much like the single. Of course, don't quote me, but I'm just speaking of what I'm thinking. All right, let's look at the lyrics before we look at more information. It may feel bad. It may feel bad. I want to see you alone. I want to sharp the stone. I want to bounce the bone. I want to mess with it. I want to lay the devil, the whole crew on the sill. I want the preacher and the pill. I want to bless with it. I want to head to a mass and get cast in it. That's funnier than any A-class in it. I want to talk with the clown who has apologies down. Pay him £300 to take a class in it. I want to bite the phone. I want to bleed the tone. I want to see you alone, see you alone. I want to straight the shark and find me somewhere to part. Like the light, when it's dark, it's dark. Now, you can read all these, and I feel like you can get the answer for every single one of these lines if you just figure out one, since he's relating them all together and comparing them all. A few stars about to make it feel like peace, in a way a complimentary round. Constellation got a twist in it for a GPO and all of the hits in it. He wants to like the light when it's dark. So when it's dark, he wants to be attracted to the light, something perhaps a little, good, but perhaps he still finds himself attracted to the dark. I'm going to hit your business if it's momentary blissness. He's going to attack you if he gives himself peace. It may feel bad, but not for me, for the other guy. I want to talk with the gag if it's a bottle or bag. I want to strike with the sag. I need the friends from it. He'll join any group just to make friends, even if it's striking. I want a shot in the dark. I want to make the mark. I want to live the arc. I call the ends on it. I like that the arc, he calls the ends on it. He's going to decide where it begins and where it ends. Excuse me. But also, I think that it was like a story arc. His character arc. He's going to say where it, begins and ends. I want to take the truth without a lens on it. No filter. My God-given insanity, it depends on it. How I feel. I want to kneel. Over harder than a turned-up challenger. I want to keep up all your charm in a canister. Do you inspire like the same did Salinger? I'm the pig on the Chinese calendar. What year is the pig? Don't know because I'm a snake. I got a shadow like a 58 caliber. I want to move like a new salamander. I love the carrion who's a real scavenger. It's moral tyranny keeping me from thee. So I feel like he's finding himself, like I said, we interpreted one line. I'm feeling like he's finding himself perhaps solitary, alone, isolated, in the dark, and he wants to come out of the dark and go towards the light, be with people, etc., but perhaps he's finding it hard, nigh impossible to do so. Hit me for the day, for the light that you suffered, to come by, take to my sky, never wanting all a wonder, to live out of reach, sloping family short to tall, right, sloping, family, the family, from short to tall. 1 to 3 swallow the key. In their footprints I will follow. So perhaps he also feels like the black sheep in his family or in his circle of family, friends, relationships, perhaps, sloping family. You see a family from the kids, they're short. Of course, the tallest, the parents and grandparents. And he says that he's in their footprints. Looking at some of the information on this particular track, it says it was written about a panic attack that frontman Grian Chatton suffered. He says he admitted that he wrote the whole song as a joke, and when showing the track to the rest of the band, they laughed. But I was serious. It's described as an art rock beast that blah, blah, blah. Debuted the song live on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And here's all your chart information as well. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments down below. Thank you so much once again, Kevin, for the recommendation and for the support on this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back tomorrow. Hope you will. And I'll see you all then. Bye, guys.